this is Makeda of the Boston Bidoofs, and today I'm going to be going over my Week 5 match of Season 5 versus the Chernobyl Dragalges, coached by Bruno7. I'll just preface by saying, we don't talk about my opponent. My team is based off of the movie Encanto. He inspired me with solely his name, and so all my Pokemon are named off of the characters. However, for some reason, Ninetales' name gets censored by the Pokemon nickname system, so just know that she is named Peppa in heart, but not in reality because it is censored. I don't know what it means. I don't know Spanish. I don't know if it's, or I don't know what it's supposed to mean or whatever, but I doubt. I think it's probably just one of those names that didn't get past the censor, so it is what it is. Unless it's some weird slang sexual term. I'm sure it could be. It looks like it might. But we'll start off by saying he has a pretty spooky team. If you see even just his first two, Aegis/Hydreigon, perfect offensive synergy with each other as long as you're not playing like against a Mold Breaker, Excadrill or something. They resist each other's weaknesses, and they're just a great combo. So it's going to be tough to deal with. I have some cool answers. Mandibuzz primarily is a great answer to his main threats, but he also has a Moltres and a Weezing, which are going to be very annoying, especially for my Tangrowth. And Mudsdale is there to be a ground type to stop my Zeraora, along with Palpitoad, but I don't see him bringing that. There's no merit for him to bring that this week. So, yeah. And Raikou is just really the only answer to Mandibuzz on his team. So I expect him to bring, at the very least, Aegis/Hydreigon, Raikou, and Mudsdale. Moltres, I think, is a great thing to bring on his team. It's definitely a huge threat, especially if he's expecting me to bring Cobalion or something else physical. But it's not the end of the world for my team. I have protective pads, as you'll see on the Zeraora, and Flame Body is annoying, but Tangrowth has its ways to annoy the heck out of this Moltres, so we'll see how that goes. Licky Licky is definitely a very good bring for him this week. My best way to deal with it is double close combats on a Zeraora, but then I have to take maybe an Earthquake or something in between because it's not going to die in one hit, so it's going to be a problem. Starmie could come. It's fast. It's a water type with great coverage moves. But I don't really see it doing too much aside Thunderbolting or Ice Beaming my Mandibuzz or my Tangrowth. So, yeah, I just don't expect it to come this week, especially when I have Slowking there that just doesn't care about anything. Virizion, it's really strong. Great counter to my Swampert and my Slowking. And to my Mandibuzz, even if he's expecting a knockoff or my Foul Play. Great +1 free boost right there. But honestly, Tangrowth just walls it completely, even if it was to go special with Flying type. I'm not really too worried about it. And Zeraora and Ninetales outspeed it always and can deal with it quite nicely. So the main 6 I expect are Aegis/Hydreigon, Moltres, Raikou, Mudsdale, and Weezing. Maybe Licky Licky subbed in there for one of those. But for the most part, that's the team I'm expecting him to bring. So let's get right into my team. So first off, I have my specially defensive Mandibuzz, or Abuela, and Foul Play, U-Turn, Defog, Roost is my moveset of choice this week because I don't really care about hazards. You'll see I have an interesting Swampert set. I didn't bring hazards myself, so Stealth Rocks is really only going to be there to the detriment of Ninetales this week. So getting rid of that would be nice, especially if I'm expecting him to switch into Virizion or something to take that Foul Play. Yeah, I do want to be able to get rid of the hazards for free, so yeah. Raikou's a big threat to the Mandibuzz, but I do have Zeraora in the back, which does get 2-hit KO'd by a Specs like Aura Sphere or Specs Scald, but I got other things to switch into after that if that happens, so I'm not too stressed about that. Foul Play is a great way to deal with the Aegis Slash, assuming he's in Blade form, assuming he doesn't close combat. I think, regardless, I win the 1v1 as long as he doesn't crit me most of the time, so Mandibuzz is great. Hydreigon would be annoying with Draco Meteor, but especially defensive, and I think if I roost at the right time, it'll be fine. But next up is Louisa, my Swampert, and she is max HP, max special attack, choice specs this week, because choice specs, I feel, is going to catch him very off guard. I'm expecting him to go maybe a physically defensive answers to the Swampert, such as the Weezing and the Moltres, and the Mudsdale maybe even, because I'm not sure physical water would do very much, especially after it gets the stamina boost. But Specs Swampert does damage. Even clicking Scald, anything on his team is going to take a sizable chunk, and the Burn's an even better bonus. Earth Power is more like a after the Moltres Hydreigon are dealt with kind of move. It'll deal with the rest of his team quite nicely, even Weezing, if he decides to go for neutralizing gas for some reason. Earth Power is going to be quite nice. But I think Scald's a 2-hit KO on most of his mons that don't resist it outright. So yeah, I'm excited to lead this week. Maybe have him expect me to click Stealth Rocks, and I'm just going to go straight for the Scald or straight for the Ice Beam, whatever he has out. Maybe even Flip Turn to bluff a physical Swampert, depending on the matchup, and we'll see how that goes. Next up is my Choice Scarf Ninetales, Peppa. She controls the weather, obviously, so she is max special attack, max speed, Blizzard, Moonblast, Dark Pulse, just in case it ends up in the 1v1 versus Aegislash. I don't want to have nothing to deal with it. And Heal Bell is just kind of an extra slot. I didn't really have another move to put on it, and I don't want to deal with Toxic on a lot of my teams. So if I'm expecting Aegislash to come in, it's going to come in shield form, so I don't really care about clicking Dark Pulse. I'd rather just heal the status off my team if I need to. And yeah, I think Ninetales, it's fast enough to deal with pretty much everything on his team except maybe Scarf Raikou, or Starmie, which I don't really expect to come either way, because they're fast already. So yeah, hopefully she's going to do some work like she did last week. It'd be great. Next up is my Rocky Helmet Tangrowth, aka Isabella. She has Earthquake for the Aegislash, Toxic Leech Seed for the stall pretty much, and Substitute, because Substitute is going to let me come in on something like the Mudsdale or the Aegislash or the Raikou, depending on the set, set up a sub as he brings in either Moltres or Weezing, and then I can use Toxic or Leech Seed respectively, depending on what I expect or what he brings in. So it's going to be quite annoying, because after a sub, if I just switch out, he's going to get that health back with Regenerator. So sub is quite a nice move to have on Tangrowth when I'm not expecting to take much damage. If I take a hit on the switch and then I sub, if I Leech Seed, I'm pretty much getting back to full health. If I Toxic, I'll still have a little bit of damage, but honestly, nothing on his team can OHKO me except maybe the Moltres, possibly the Weezing, but I don't intend to stay in on those anyway, so maybe the Hydreigon too, but I don't tend to stay on those things if I don't have a sub up, so yeah. That's my Tangrowth set. I'm excited to see how successful it is this week. Next up is my Slowking. It is Assault Vest. It is modest because the Scald is a 2-hit KO on the Moltres, assuming he's not Mystical Firing me. If I am modest, if I'm just specially defensive, it's going to take a little extra, but I really want to be able to deal with this thing as quick as possible, assuming I'm given the opportunity. So that's why I have that. Future Sight is because he's Bruno. He has to have Future Sight. It's just, it would be literally criminal to not put Future Sight on a Slowking named Bruno based on an Encanto team. So I have to have Future Sight. It's nice for the Weezing, it's nice for the Virizion, but he does have that Hydreigon, so it's also good to bait out the Hydreigon on a Future Sight, even maybe the Aegislash on a Future Sight, just to have more control over what is out at what time. So it's going to be nice, assuming he wants to avoid that damage, which I think he will. It depends on what I use it against, but yeah, I think he will want to avoid that damage. Scald, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, just great coverage. Ice Beam for the Hydreigon on the switch does like 50%, really nice. Flamethrower for the Aegislash also, it does a good sizable chunk, maybe 40% in shield form. But I think I live a Shadow Sneak in a Blade form, so if I can get a hit off on his Blade form, even better. So I think Slowking is going to be a monster versus his team. It comes in on a lot of the things that threaten the rest of my team, and Regenerator is just disgusting, especially with Assault Vest. So we'll see how well he works out this week. He did great last week. So and last but not least, of course, is my Protective Pad Zeraora with his 7-foot frame. He is max attack, 164 speed, and 92 defense, just for some little bit extra bulk. The 164 speed helps me outspeed a Scarfed just a max speed Raikou. Nothing on his team Scarfed is going to be outsped anyway, but I can take a hit from most of his mons. So if I just click an attack, I should be safe most of the time to live and maybe follow up with a second. Only thing that's threatening me, of course, is the Mudsdale and possibly an Earthquake on the Licky Licky. So we'll see how that goes. But my plan for Zeraora is if he brings a Mudsdale, I'm basically just clicking Grass Knot. I don't care what he brings out or what he leaves in, because most of the time you're going to switch against a Zeraora, especially when you have such a perfect air quote answer versus him like Mudsdale or even Palpitoad. But they're just going to get blasted by the Grass Knot. If he switches into something like Weezing, understandably, the tech's kind of spoiled, but I have those other 3 moves, Plasma Fist, Close Combat, and Fire Punch, deals with the majority of his team super effectively. Close Combat is really my only good answer to Licky Licky, so we'll have to make sure that I can whittle it down a little bit, bring in Zeraora when it's at about half, or Licky Licky's about half, because it's not going to 2-hit KO nicely if it has Earthquake. So hopefully I can scout before I get to that position. But Grass Knot is a great tech. It also hits the Starmie quite nicely because I mean, obviously I would just click Plasma Fist, but if the Mudsdale's alive, Grass Knot is a great surefire way to hit one of them super effectively, assuming he switches or he expects me to think he switches and he stays in. So it's just a lot of prediction required on this team. But I think overall my matchup is much better than his versus his team. So hopefully I can do really well. He has a really high CCS. I think he's one of the only people in the league that is currently higher than me in CCS. So I'm expecting a really good battle, but it's going to be difficult because I think this is a tough matchup for him. So hopefully it goes well. Wish me luck, and I'll get right into the battle. Alright, so the battle has begun, and he didn't bring Hydreigon, which is great. He did bring the Starmie, which is okay. And he also brought the Licky Licky. So Starmie, Licky Licky over Moltres, Hydreigon, which I think, honestly, is good for me. Let's see, Licky Licky. And then Starmie. Alright. I'm going to lead Swampert and see what happens. Not having Hydreigon is kind of nice. But the Licky Licky might be a problem, so we'll have to see. Mudsdale, I think I'll be able to deal with, especially if he leads it right now. It's going to die to a Scald. That's ideal. He doesn't have, that means he doesn't have a second Levitator. That makes me happy. He had Raikou, right? I'm gonna be honest. I kind of zoned out at that part. Alright, this is not my ideal matchup, but I do think that I'm just gonna click the Earth Power here and see what he does. If he goes straight into Weezing, that's okay. Actually, I'm gonna flip turn. So he looks like he's a more defensive set, which is fine. He's gonna think if he burns me that I might be physical, and it's Life Orb. Okay, so I'm gonna bluff the physical right here, and I'm gonna go straight into Zeraora, and I'm gonna click Grass Knot because I think he's gonna bring in Mudsdale. Obviously, this is free, a free Plasma Fist if Mudsdale doesn't exist. So I'm gonna click Grass Knot here. Without the Moltres, it kind of makes Protective Pads useless, but I'm okay with that. Also, if he's Wakanda, he's Life Orb, that's right. Achilles, yeah. Please do half, that'd be great. Oh, okay. Interesting. That's probably for the Tang growth, but the grass not procking that's pretty cool. So I'm going to go straight into Tang growth. Obviously, I'm just going to go for the substitute. Without Moltres, the only thing that's really a threat is the wheezing to the Tang growth. Okay. Let's see what he's got for me. Wheezing? Sherlock. Lickitung? Licky? Oh, okay. It is the wheezing. And it's not neutralizing gas, so it's definitely levitate. That's fine. Straight into Slow King here. Corrosive gas would be annoying. Toxic, that's fine. I think I click Future Sight here. The only thing that resists is the Aegislash because there's no Hydreigon. So I think something's going to take a chunk, especially since I'm modest. Licky might be his special wall, though. Yeah, let's go for Future Sight. Licky. The problem is I don't know what this set is. No shot he traps me like I trapped that one guy, right? I'm gonna go right into Tangrowth. If he's got Flamethrower, I'm gonna be very sad. Let's see what he does. Body Slam, okay, that's fine. No Paralyze. Okay. So I can just go for the sub again. It's going to be a very slow burn versus his team. I got Heal Bell on the Ninetales, it's okay. He outsped me though. That's interesting. A little bit unfortunate. It's weird that it shows Tangrowth leave the sub for this Future Sight. That's interesting. I could Toxic, but I'm just going to go for the Leech Seed. And then honestly, I might just switch into the Ninetales while he attempts to break the sub. I don't want to take more toxic damage, honestly. Let's see what he has. He has Body Slam Toxic, Wish, okay. That's fine. Okay. Citrus Berry. Maybe I just go into Zeraora. Yeah, I'm just going to Zeraora. It can't be paralyzed by the Body Slam. I don't imagine he has Earthquake. He had Body Slam, Wish, Toxic, Protect, is my guess. Oh, he withdrew. Okay. That's actually fine. He wasted the Wish. Does he... King Shield? I think he King Shields. I'm just going to click the Fire Punch. Because I really don't want him to set up. He's going to go straight into Mudstill, right? Yeah. That's okay. Burn would still be cool. I'm just going to go into Louisa. I'm trying to get my Ninetales in safely, so if this somehow kills my Swampert, it's not the end of the world. I just kind of need... Oh, okay. Back into Aegislash, which is good for me. I'm going to click Scald because I expect the Wheezing to come in. Obviously, Earthquake is a obvious play right here. So I think if I Scald as he switches into the Wheezing, it's going to be a 2-hit KO. Uh-huh. Let's go. Oh, he did not expect that. Once he's gone, once the Weezing's dead, there's nothing that wants to take an Earth Power on his team. The only problem is the rocks and the Licky Licky. Licky Licky could probably take a couple Scalds. What does he go into? Starmie? I think that's gonna hurt too. Baffled. Oh. Oh, okay. The burn's definitely gonna make this a 2-hit KO. I think I just stay in. I don't think an Ice Beam kills me. It is Life Orb. Maybe it does kill me. I think it does kill me. I'm just gonna go into Slowking. Yeah. The damage that she's doing was insane. Flip turn. Okay. Ooh, I should have done Tangrowth. Oh, I should have stayed in and Scalded. If he flip turned and I stayed in and Scalded, oh boy. I think I can live a Shadow Claw, but I really don't want him to set up. So I gotta click Flamethrower here. If he sets up a Swords Dance, I'm kind of worried. He sets up a sub, yeah. Can't let him get away with that. That being said, I also can't be stacking this toxic damage. I think I gotta go into Abuela. Mm-hmm. Leftovers, so I don't have to worry about weakness policy, which is good. I don't think it can do much to me. King Shield's annoying, but Foul Play doesn't care about the attack drop. Yeah. So if I were him, you click an attack here, right? And then you switch next turn. So I'm going to break the sub, and then I'm going to U-turn. If he switches now, he's wasting his sub. Yeah. Oh, it didn't break. Alright. That's a little awkward. So he's probably special. Toxic, King Shield, Substitute. Shadow Ball? I think I just break the sub as fast as possible and then get out of here. It's okay. Good news is he has no offensive presence. I do have Heal Bell on the Ninetales, but I can't use that while the Aegis Slash is out, because it could be Iron Head. It's a little rough. Another thing, do I trust U-turn breaks the sub? I don't. I think that him surviving the sub with foul play is strange. So it's possible. Yeah. I want to see his attack. Okay, perfect. Shadow Ball. Perfect. Yeah, that's not going to do much. So I need... I could probably straight up bring Ninetales in, because he doesn't have a steel move. Which is an interesting choice, considering I assume he didn't bring Hydreigon, because he was threatened by the Ninetales. So it's strange he wouldn't bring a steel attack. So I'm going to go into Zeraora, as he probably subs again. Go for the Fire Punch and then go for the Grass Knot. He could switch straight in on the... Yeah, he King Shields, which is okay. He can switch straight in on the Grass Knot, but... Or on the Fire Punch, but honestly, I'm not scared of his Mudsdale at all. He's probably going to double King Shield if I was to guess. Oh, he didn't. He just went for the Shadow Ball. Okay. There's no shot he doesn't King Shield right here, right? So as he King Shields, I'm just going to pick Fire Punch. Yeah. And then on the switch to Mudsdale, or he's going to stay in. If he stays in, that's annoying. But I think I need this opportunity to go into Ninetales. The Hail would be nice passive damage as well. Or do I click Dark Pulse? I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure he just clicks King Shield here. So if I Heal Bell, I'm in a much better position than if I was to Dark Pulse. If I lose Ninetales, at least the Toxic is cured off of the Mons. Okay, perfect. Licky licky, okay. Perfect. I mean, not perfect, because I still have to face this dang licky licky. But I don't think I care about it that much. I think the next step is the Stealth Rocks. I'm gonna click Foul Play just in case he goes into Aegis Slash. I don't know why he would, but he goes into Wheezing. Okay, I attacked. It's probably going to not do very much, but at least it's something to make up for that Scald damage. I still have Louisa in the back too. So I'm going to Roost. Well, he probably Toxics. This could be a long battle. Yeah. Excuse me. Then I'm going to defog. Oh, it's a crit. I was about to say. Wasn't like that did a lot. Then I'm going to U-turn. It's a good thing I roosted. Okay, perfect. What does he go into? Raikou? Nice. So if it's Specs, nothing on my team really wants to take a hit. However, I think Louisa can live a Scald. And I don't really see many more opportunities for her to come out. So I'm going to click Scald. Problem is, okay. Let's go. Can this 2-hit KO? I'm fairly certain it can. With the burn it can. Oh yeah, let's go. So Hodor is a huge start gone. Assuming he stays in. If he doesn't stay in, something else is taking a huge chunk. I think all that burn did was mitigate the roll. So that's nice. Licky Licky's gone. Ice Beam probably kills me, but I don't think that I want to come in again. Or I don't think I'll have an opportunity to come in again. Yeah. I think I kill this. If he flip turns, something's getting scalded. I think he's going to expect me to preserve this. Because of how much work it's been doing. Oh, Grass Knot. Okay. That's fine. You did well, Louisa. You did well. I'm glad I got rid of the Stealth Rocks as well, because I was switching a lot. Okay. Good play. Obviously, I think I just go into Bruno. The problem is he's going to be spreading Toxic again. Strange Steam. He just went for the kill. Okay. That's better if I don't get confused. He crit again. He tied a scope lens to that black sludge, I guess. Let's see. I don't think he stays in any world, right? No world. I'm going to click Scald. That's okay. How much damage does Scald do? It should do a good chunk. I'm gonna click Future Sight now. Yes, Strange Steam, Toxic, Flamethrower, I believe. So he's definitely not going to stay in for 2 turns, because the Future Sight will demolish this thing. And I need to get out of here because this poison damage is racking up. So what is he going to switch into? I scalded last time. Maybe Aegis Slash? If I go into Mandibuzz and Roost, does he Strange Steam again or does he switch? He crit me last time, which is why I died, or almost died. So I should live, right? Oh, I don't live. That's okay. I did need Mandibuzz in the Mox versus his team because of the Hydreigon and Aegis Slash, but seeing Aegis Slash only having Shadow Ball, I'm not as scared of it, even though it is a huge threat, I will admit. Let's see. I guess I just go back into Bruno. There's not much that I can do. I guess I click Scald. If he switches, something might get burnt. If he stays in, his Weezing's probably gonna die. I still have the Heal Bell in the back. I think Slowking, Tangrowth are what are gonna win me the game here. Oh, what the heck? Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. That's just right in the middle of the battle. Son of a bitch. Hold on. Okay, so it's been a long journey to reset this battle, but we're doing it again on Showdown. I go into Slowking because we had to finagle a little bit to make his... Since my Mandibuzz didn't die to the Strange Steam, so had to have it die to Toxic. Going back into the Slowking, so it's like it was last turn, because he was going to sack his Starmie to the Scald, and then we'll just continue from there, I guess. Alright, gonna throw a nice U2. And let's get this going. Oh gosh. So he brings in the Aegis Slash. I'm gonna be honest, I think I just Flamethrower. I am Assault Vest. I guess I could zoom in, you right? Does that look better? Okay. It's not gonna get much better than this for a recording, so we'll see. Let me just cancel so I can see. Okay, no, it's not gonna work. There we go. We'll do it like that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so I can still see my attacks. I'm gonna keep clicking Flamethrower because honestly, I don't really, without Mandibuzz, it's gonna be trouble dealing with this thing. And I'm Assault Vest, so I think I can live a Shadow Ball from about half. He's not gonna King Shield again. So he's just gonna go for the Toxic Stall, huh? Yeah, that's fine. I think I just go... Oh god. I think I just sack Zero Aura, honestly. Do I need the Tangrowth? I'm gonna go Tangrowth. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna click Earthquake here. I don't know what he thinks he's gonna do. He doesn't know I have Earthquake, I don't think. But getting the Aegis Slash really low is really nice. Okay, he sacks it. That is fine by me. I'm gonna go back into Zero Aura. I'm gonna click Fire Punch. He's probably gonna go into Mudsdale after this. So, do I Grass Knot? I'm gonna Grass Knot. I really need to like catch him off guard. But I might just straight up lose. Oh no. Yeah, this is a game of really unfortunate events. That honestly, I mean, I still have a chance. I just have to play it really well. He's gonna King Shield. I'm a Flamethrower. I'm just gonna Flamethrower again, honestly. And then I'm going to set up Hail. Honestly, kind of tilted by how long this took, but I honestly don't think he expects me to have the Dark Pulse either. So I'm gonna click that. Ooh, it doesn't kill. Oh, but that puts him in Hail range. That's really sad though, because now the Raikou, I mean, yeah, it sucks. I'm gonna click Future Sight, because he's just gonna Toxic Stall. He just Shadow Balled. Alright. Well, I just lose. I tried. Honestly, like, it took us so long to reset this match that it's just kind of unfortunate that this is how it's gonna end. Because I felt like I had a decent chance to come back from this, but at this point, I kind of just want it to be over, so it is what it is. And I'm kind of, you know, nervous. Kind of through. But, that's okay. It was still a great battle for the first half. But, It's really unfortunate that we disconnected there. And I felt like I could have come back, but honestly, I'm just over it right now. So GG to my opponent, Bruno. It was a really important match for me, but I'll come back in the future matches. And hopefully in the playoffs, I'll be able to see him again and give him the battle that we both deserve. So GG, man, and have a good one.